Like when I got there, he was defensive already, taking the laptop, and yeah, because it was a mess, right? At the end, let me fast forward it was like I went there to fight with him and everything. And after all that, the green was busy with me. No, if there's anything, you sit down and talk about it and everything. Like you know, she was supporting me, right? Baba kuimba na nenga ndela zote she baba kun support mara at the end, like it was very very frustrating, because at the end of the day it was like a victim nyana. So I'm attacking him. Like I look at it, it's like I attacked him last night, and I came back and I attacked him again. I came to give him the laptop and show him, but then when I'm giving him the laptop, he was pulling it and fighting. So now it's like I came to fight, right? All those things are gonna work against more against me, guys. Okay, fine. Okay, little did I even know that. Okay, fine. I left. I was so heartbroken, and on then to him as well, he was being defensive because he didn't expect to be caught. And I went home, and my mom was home. The way I was so angry, I went straight to my mom's room. And I remember my mom. I remember my mom was just looking at me. My mom was just looking at me. I was busy mumbling. And my mom was looking at me because she knows this guy. I've been with this guy for this long and everything. And the way I'm talking so bad about him and everything. And she said, "Okay, men are the same." And then you know one thing that my mom knew about me is that I do not beg things. So yeah, that time she was surprised that you actually crying over this guy, but she understood that okay, that at that moment I was matured and everything, and I've invested a lot. Like guys, when you say you have invested a lot in a relationship, doesn't mean that you fed the person and all that. You invested your time, you know, your energy and everything, and then some people came to approach you. Maybe they could have been your potential, and then you said no. You said no. You know, you understand, and because you're focused, right? Yeah. So fine. Guys, that was it. I slept and I woke up. I felt like I was dreaming. No morning text, nothing and everything. And I called his friend and I explained to his friend that I thought like he would understand. Okay, the friend really loved our relationship, and he's still a friend even today. He's still, yeah, he's still somebody that we really like a lot. And I told the guy that this is what is happening, and you know, he was so confused. He's like, how possible is that? Like, there is definitely no way. There's definitely no way that like he really meant it, all those stuff. Like, you know, trust me, this guy was playing. He wanted to feel and be like other guys because he just felt like it is the stage. You know, you reach the stage, you just feel like you're not playing, you're not like other people, like you feel like you're not normal and everything. I'm sure his intention was not to break up with you, right? So yeah, stay there and everything. I was like, okay, this is me crying over a guy to another guy. And then I call this other girl, it's the sister-in-law. I know her, we once chilled together, and I told her, even she didn't really understand. She's like, no, he would answer, I'm sure he's angry about something, and like, you know, when you're at the point where nobody believes you. Nobody actually really believed me, and inside me it's all those pictures of like this guy, you know, when you look at someone and it's like, this guy is not caring, and this guy is not, you know, when you know that this person is used to explaining things to me and then making sure everything is okay, then and you just reach a point where in you can see, man, hi man, this guy is not giving a fuck, man. Am I dreaming or what? But it's not funny, guys. You look at the person who gave a fuck for years, you know, almost 4 years, jiggy, hi, and you're looking at this person like this, and you see a different person, guys. It hurts a lot, because you just lose the energy. I felt like I could just hold him like this and shake him and tell him it is me, you know. And it was so defensive. And pride, guys, you know, pride will kill your relationship. That is one thing that like almost killed ours. But at that moment, it's not like Sianisana, but it's December, guys. We're both living our lives. I'm like, okay, fine. And I didn't tell you guys this. Like when I was at home, like we were going to places, you know, Mondays where. And then there was this guy that we're going with him, and he's driving a car and everything, and he knew my problems. Like when I told him my problems, that ish, you know what, this is what is happening and everything. And like the funny part is that is the guy that his Bay told me that he heard that I'm dating and everything. So okay, fine, the guy will even laugh at me. And the funny part is, like, when we're drinking with the guy, I'll pop out money myself. That guy never gave me anything, I won't even lie. But then fine, guys, I was pushing my days. But one thing about me is that I couldn't eat. Like, I lost my appetite. Like, I didn't feel the need to cook for other people, clean or whatever. I didn't feel the need. Like, if I bath myself and look good, I am done. And then maybe if I'll have the appetite, you know, Ibrahim. I did talk to a few friends and everything, but hell, I got tired. I'm human. Did I forget about him? No. So one day, a friend of mine called me and she's like, "Where are you?" And I told her I was not even far from Mandy's. I didn't say it like that, but she was the one who told me, "I'm at Mandy's and your guy is here." And I'm like, okay, some people don't dig this yet, but then some people know. You know, there are people who know that you broke up with someone 5 days after or 2 days after. Oh, some knows in less than 24 hours that you broke up, right? Yeah, so she said, "Your guy is here. Where are you?" Even your guy's uncles were in the same place, and 2 of his uncles were there, and he was there, and this other friend. And yeah, I got there. When I got there, it didn't like look that awkward, but it wasn't awkward. But he didn't want to like talk to me like at first. Like when everybody greeted, he acted like he's dancing and everything. And even to his uncles, they didn't see any difference. They didn't see anything, right? Nothing was major to them. It was like, oh, okay, the base. I'm sure the guy is the one who tasted the hair. This is where we are. And the older uncle was busy like, "Hi, Kaloshe, Hadoshi, don't. I'm like, okay, fine. What I'm thinking is, the granny knows. Maybe she didn't say anything. Oh, okay, fine. I think so. To him, he made sure, like, even when the friends who knows talk about it, no, don't talk about it and everything, he tried a lot to avoid it. So at home, he didn't want to tell anyone. He didn't want to talk about it and everything. So yeah, guys, and so I remember the friend talking to me saying, "Nah," because the friend knew. It was not the friend that I called that time, but yeah, I was like, "No, don't worry, he'll talk to you. Nah, give him time to come." And I'm like, okay, guys. Now it's like I'm here now. It was on the 23rd of December. It's like I'm here now to beg this guy, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me just get me something to drink. So as I was going to get something to drink, that's when he came with me. And you know what's funny? First thing first, he laughed. And I laughed. You know, when someone is your best friend, guys, someone is your best friend, sometimes you don't even care how much they hate you and whatever. When you miss them, you just want to give them a hug and everything. But no, not that we hugged, but then we just laughed like something was funny. And I'm like to him, "Hey, anyone paying again?" And he was like, "No, they're not paying." And I'm like, okay, fine. After laughing, I'm like, there's a lot going on here. Like, why are we just gonna act like this is something that is so small, you know? This is something that is huge. This is big, but then we just laughing it out like that? No way. So, guys, after saying that, we went to go by, and he said to me, "Okay, I'm sure we'll talk about this tomorrow and everything." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he said, who did you?" Because that time there were no taxis. "Who were you with?" And then this thing is gonna start again. I'm like, "No, I was with my friend, with Dagi, whatever," and Dagi was not even there. And he was like, "Okay, fine, no problem. You tell her that you're with me," because I told him that the girl is with the boyfriend and whatsoever. And then my friend is the one who called me there, and then he knew that a friend of mine was sitting there. So yeah, we went back, right? When we went back, I told the guy, I was like, "You know what, this thing," because the guy already told me that this guy is saying that I'm dating that guy. And I'm like, "Yo, bruh, the funny part is I left home with the keys of the house, and the keys are in the guy's car." Blunt. Guys, how do I get the keys? How do I get the keys now? I have to get the keys, right? So I'm like, the keys are in the car, and then now Bay saying that I should just text the girl and tell her, and the girl is not. Okay, so the guy heard the story, and then he said no, he knows the guy, the like kind of relatives, he could get the keys. One thing that I didn't tell you guys is even did try and call my dad. I told my dad, and my dad told me that I was wrong for going there and everything, regardless of everything that I did. Okay, no problem, he'll talk to him and understand what is going, because I didn't say he dumped me, I said he's not talking to me. And then when my dad called, he told him that no, I'm gonna call her, I'm gonna talk to her, we're gonna fix everything's gonna be okay. He said to me, no, let him breathe in and out, let him calm down first, and then he'll talk to you. So okay, fine. By the time we made out, I thought that was it, guys. I haven't lost weight really by then. And then even the 31st we were together, and the first, I think on the 3rd, he came to my place and I cooked something nice. I think it was my auntie's birthday. We went to go buy stuff, and he loved my chicken and like him, so I was cooking that for my aunt. And he came that day, he ate, and he left with the laptop. He said he wanted to do something, auntie. From him, that was it, right? And I didn't know. He didn't say anything. After that, I'm calling him, the call is not going through and everything. And then, guys, I'm like, no, man. Here now, this is worse. When I tried to find out from the people close to him, guess what they said? They said that the guy said he doesn't want to hear anything about me. What? Dude, like, you can't man up. You can't come to me and tell me all those things and everything. That's what I felt. I was like, what the hell? Like, if you actually mean those words, why didn't you tell me yourself before you left my place? Like, who does that? So when my aunt was going back to Johannesburg, she stays in Midrand. When she's going back to Midrand, I said, okay, I should as well just go back with her, because like, what am I staying at home for? Because I was hearing stories, they saw him where I was like, this is too much. And then when I go back to Gauteng, before I even arrived, I already told my cousin, hook me up, I need to bruh, being heartbroken sometimes, ne? Wow, it will lead you into the ditch. You know what I mean by the ditch? Oh God, it's very bad. So I was very heartbroken to a point where I just wanted to be busy, you know. I just wanted to be busy. I wanted to go out. I wanted to, and I was never a person who likes anybody who has money to say this person will spend and everything. But that time I was so broke and everything. So I was like, I need somebody who's gonna afford to take me out. I need the kind of people that she knew had money but were very stingy, you understand? But then anyway, chatting with them and everything, like, gave me some hope. Not hope of like I can be with them. They were not my types and everything. Like, everything was just a mess. Nothing was working out. But then deep down, I was like, Jesus, this sound, man. My appetite at that time was even worse. When I was going up and down, all I cared about was booze. I won't lie, I love booze, like, but at that moment now, because my head is not functioning well, it was a problem. I could see that now this is a problem, because then, you see, one thing that you care about is bathing and looking good, and then being drunk, like, not drunk that I'll be like just being tipsy. I wanted to be tipsy and be happy all the time. And then if I'm not tipsy and happy because I drank alcohol, then my brother will just, you know, he likes to like, yeah, that was my lifestyle. And I didn't notice myself losing weight at that moment. Even when I'm walking, man, I'll feel that I'm dizzy and everything. But wherever I get food, I'll just dig, no matter how nice it smells and everything, because I had problems that were even bigger than me, according to me. Like that, I went to my friend's place. I was like, I'm moving from here, and I went to my friend's place, and then we had fun, yeah. And I was like, okay, fine, man, I'm broke, bruh. I asked my brother to send me money, then I had to go home. And I went home, and that time I already made my passport that okay, I'm leaving this country. And that helped me, man, because I made up my mind at that moment, and I knew I wanted to go to get out of there, but it wasn't gonna be easy with the bond, you know. Sometimes, yeah, God knows. And that time it was easy for me to just go to the Home Affairs and apply for my passport and all that and whatever. So I went home before I left. To say, like, before I left, I went home around March, right? So, because I left around January, early January, and I went back home around March, end of March. And then, yeah, So yeah, at home I was just okay and living and all that. So one day, like, he had my stuff, he still had my stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get my important stuff, all my important stuff. I'm gonna go there and get it. Hey, so my guy even says that he was so surprised that when I walked in, that what? Not that I was like fat and out of shape and everything, but you know, like when you lose a little bit of weight, you can see, man, that there's some molded figure there, right, that is showing up. Because yeah, you know, when you are happy, you know, the weight that you will gain, it will shift you all the time. When you look at yourself all the time, you're like, I feel like I need to lose the weight a little bit. So I lost weight, and I was not happy when I lost weight, but then it was a good thing. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. It's always good to lose some weight, right? Yeah, because every day we're growing, every day we're gaining, like now, right?